Time now for NetCheck here on BON News. The Dongfang Morning Post recently reported on the suicide of a graduate law student at Shanghai Maritime University. 30-year-old Yang Yenyuan hanged herself with a towel in the dormitory bathroom. It emerged that Yang's mother had been living with her in her room for some time, but she'd been forced to leave by the university authorities when they discovered her, despite the daughter's plea for her mother to be allowed to stay, as she had nowhere else to go.
Now, currently opinion is divided over what drove the young woman to kill herself. Some believe it was this treatment of her mother that led her to take her own life. Others said it was simply her own withdrawn, introverted personality which was to blame. Just who should be held responsible for the tragedy has led to plenty of discussion online, and our researcher Jackie Wen has been following the threads. She joins us now from the newsroom. Jackie, a tragic story. What's the general reaction been to this?
Well, it seems most internet users feel that Yang Yuanyuan is to blame and that her situation was not that desperate. They point out that she had once bought a $1,000 computer. She had also spent several years working and saving money before she began studying for a master's degree. These people feel she should have faced up to the situation rather than choosing to die, and even if there was no immediate solution, she could have worked something out. For example, a part-time job or asking for help from her classmates. Others said she should have thought about her financial situation before deciding to pursue further studies.
And Jackie, has anyone been seeing this differently at all?
Yes, there were other views. Some thought the school authorities should shoulder the blame. They said offering accommodation to Yang's mother would not have been too difficult. Those who think like this say a university is a place to nurture social morality, and acting in such a cold way was contrary to this. Still, others blame society. They say the college has its rules and must abide by this.
Thanks, Jackie. Now, Hala, there is a significant difference between dorm rooms here in China, the typical dorm room, and those in Europe and the States. For example, grad students typically 4 to a room. For undergraduates, it may be as many as 6.
Yeah, quite a surprising setup, particularly for those in the West when they see exactly how the students are living there. But what people may find more surprising is the comments we've been having on this case. There's been lots of speculation about finances, about accommodation options for the mother, why the mother should be there in the first place, but very little mention of depression. And this is something which a Western audience may find quite astounding, but it does underline just how mental illness is viewed here in China. Certainly there is stigma in the West, of course, about mental illnesses, but in China this is just something which absolutely is not discussed.
That's right. Well, stay with us. BON News continues in just a moment.